game breakdown. Let's talk a little NFL on Sunday. The Arizona Cardinals traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears. Right now, looking at the WagerTalk live odds screen, I'm seeing 7.5 as the prevailing number. Total in the 43.5 range. There are a couple of shops that have the total a tick or two higher. And I'm going to bring up one of the WagerTalk handicappers and his philosophy as I talk about this game. Las Vegas Chris, who's as impressive a contest player as you'll ever find. One of his really key points is you throw out any preconceived notion about the teams. Just handicap the game. Because I didn't want to get myself on Chicago in this game. But when you handicap the game, you're going to end up looking, at least I'm going to end up looking at the Bears plus the points. Look, Ralph Michaels came on the show a few weeks back, talked about what we do with teams going into a bye and coming out of the bye. And the data was very clear. You want to bet on the good teams going into a bye, off the bye, not so much. Arizona, very satisfying win versus the Seahawks with Colt McCoy before the bye. And they should get a rusty Kyler Murray back for a cold weather game. Although reports on Murray are real dicey. He's been limited in practice. DeAndre Hopkins has been limited in practice. Justin Pugh on the offensive line has been limited in practice. There are issues. In fact, 4 of the 5 starting offensive linemen were listed on the injury report, which is definitely a concern. You have the Cliff Kingsbury, Oklahoma rumors and the fact he didn't shoot him down. Quote, I don't get into those things. That's a distraction. So you have a fat and happy team with a bunch of injured guys going on the road, laying more than a touchdown. And I know they're 6-0 on the road with every win by double digits. The markets aren't sleeping on that. And up next for Arizona, oh, by the way, a huge Monday Night Football divisional showdown against the Rams. All right, so this is not a spot to lay more than a touchdown with Arizona on the highway. The Bears just snapped a 5-game skid, a big boy winning drive last week. Not like they don't have extra rest. They played on Thursday. Defense had a bad game against San Fran a few weeks back, but boy, the last 3 weeks, 4.2 yards per play against the Steelers, 3.9 yards per play against the Ravens, 5.3 against the Lions last week. That's a defense that can keep them in the ball game. I don't care if it's Fields or Dalton. I don't care who plays QB for the Bears. I think they hang around in this one. They covered every game but one this year when they don't lose the turnover battle. And with Dalton at QB, they're not losing the turnover battle the same way. Give me the Bears plus 7.5. There's your big game break. Back to you, Mr. Pratt.